In today's video, I'm going over 5 highly profitable Kindle Direct Publishing keywords for you to look into for 2020 and beyond. What is going on, guys? My name is Dane. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. On this channel, I talk all about self-publishing books on Amazon, online entrepreneurship, and just lifestyle in general. So if that kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe. Drop a like on the video and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. You already saw the intro, and in this video, I'm going over my 5 top profitable keywords for 2021 and beyond when it comes to Kindle Direct Publishing your book through Amazon, okay? These top 5 keywords, I don't want to say top 5, there are way more keywords that are super profitable as well, but these are 5 keywords that I've gone over and I've looked through and I've done the numbers and I've seen that they definitely have a lot of potential to be very profitable moving into the end of 2020, so right now, and moving throughout 2021 and beyond, okay? So if you're looking for some profitable keywords, this is the video for you to get into and start learning all about Kindle Direct Publishing and publishing your books through Amazon. So once you learn about these keywords, if you want to put them into action, start making books about them, I do have a free publishing course linked down below in the description. It'll show you all the different things that go into publishing and how you can start getting your first book onto Amazon. Okay, so we're in my computer here now. I just want to show you guys, it is currently, as you can see up top right here, November 23rd. And I just wanted to show you because this has been crazy for me. This is definitely my best month publishing to date, and it's my first time ever getting to $10,000 in royalties in Canadian dollars before like the 25th of the month. It's 23rd today, so let's go over and I'll just show you quickly. You can see on the screen here, this is the royalty estimator. So these are for my Kindle Direct Publishing books, so my print book and my ebooks. And in Canadian, it's gotten to around $10,400 on the 23rd day of November. Just says the 24th for some reason, but in Canada right now, in Vancouver, it's the 23rd. And I'll just refresh the page for you guys, just so you know. I'm not like lying. This isn't like put onto the screen through, what's it called? The inspect element thing. It is real, but you can see $419. So I guess it went up $9 since last time I checked it. But if you want to see it in USD, I think it's just around $8,000 right now. Yep, there it is. Okay, so it's $7,956 right now. And yesterday, I think I had around a $500 day. So we have what, 6 or 7 days left in November. Hopefully we can get above 10,000 USD as well. So that'll be around like 12 or 13,000 Canadian. But anyways, just so you guys know, I have a few profitable keywords in here. I know how to look for keywords, so just so you don't think I'm telling you a bunch of random stuff. I know what I'm looking for when it comes to profitable keywords. So let's go back to the main video here and I will show you exactly what these keywords are. Before we get into that though, a couple things to keep in mind. This is a list of my 5 publishing keywords with high potential working our way into 2021. Given that 2020 was such an eventful year, there are plenty of new bloomers as we get into 2021, and this couldn't be more than true. There's tons of new areas for you to get into in publishing just because of all the different things that happened in 2020. Lots of new things are trending and lots of new things are kind of popping up and on the rise. Another thing to keep in mind is that these are keywords and not sub-level niches, okay? So they're not like big niches with a bunch of keywords in them. These are specific keywords that you will make your book about, okay? I've purposely not included tail ends on these keywords, only the root keyword, okay? And basically what that means is that there's no like, after the main keyword, there's no for beginners or for parents or for moms. That would be considered like a tail end to add to a keyword. These are all just the main keywords, and you can go ahead and try different tail ends and see what they're like on your own time. This is simply just to keep things simple and not too specific so people can make them as they wish, okay? I don't want everyone just going into one keyword and killing that keyword. I want to make them a little bit less specific so you guys can make them specific to the book that you make from these keywords if you choose to do so. Last thing, these aren't in any particular order, okay? I do have them numbered from like 5 to number 1, but like number 1 isn't the best, okay? Totally depends on what you're looking for and what kind of keyword you're interested in going into. And the best one is basically the one that's best suited for you, not like in terms of analytics, okay? Analytics definitely help, but in my opinion, you want to pick a keyword that you like and have interest in, and that's going to create the best quality book, which is inevitably going to create the best quality business and make you the most amount of royalties, okay? So let's jump into number 5 here on the list. So number 5 is Dash Diet, okay? And I looked this up on the trademark checker, which I can link down below, just to make sure it wasn't like trademarked, and it said that the trademark is dead for Dash Diet, so you're completely fine to use that in a book title. Right now it's November of 2020, so if this is different in the future, make sure you check before you go in and make a book about it, because it might be live by the time you go in and decide to make a book about it. But right now, I checked this, it was fine, and you can use it in a book title, okay? So average BSR, I'm not going to go over what all these things mean. If you're familiar with Kindle Direct Publishing, you should know what they mean. but I'll quickly just give you a rundown. Average BSR is basically the average bestsellers rank on Amazon. The lower this number, the better, the more in demand the keyword is, because number 1 on Amazon is considered the best selling book on Amazon. So when I look up this keyword on Amazon, all the results filter through and I get an average through a Chrome extension that I use called BookBeam, which I'll be showing you in a second. And it gives me this average BSR number. And the lower this number is, the more in demand this keyword is, okay? So anything below usually like 150K is very good. And this one's at 76K, so it's pretty good. There's around 4,000 competitors, which is a little bit higher than I'd want it to be, which basically means that when you search DASH diet on Amazon, there's around 4,000 books that are about the DASH diet. Typically speaking, 1,000 to 2,000 or below is what you're looking for. That's pretty low competition, but 4,000 isn't too bad, and that low BSR is pretty good. Recommended reviews. So I'm gonna have this for each one of these keywords. These are just my recommended reviews for your launch in order to get some momentum in the beginning when you start your Amazon ads. These numbers can differ, and this is just my opinion. It's not like the absolute perfect thing, but I would recommend getting around 20 to 30 reviews on your book in order to do very well if you're gonna be launching it in this keyword. And finally, why this keyword is good and profitable, why I think it's good. I'm having this for every one of the other keywords. This is a diet book I have never heard of before, and believe me, I've seen a lot of diet books, a lot of different cookbooks and all that stuff on Amazon. I never really heard of this before I was doing some research for the video. It has lower competition that has high potential for tail ends and whatnot. So you do like DASH diet for beginners, DASH diet for single moms, DASH diet for parents, DASH diet for teens. Tons of different opportunities for different tail ends you can use. And it also has that low BSR, so it's definitely a good quality keyword. So here is the BookBeam screenshot. That is the Chrome extension that I use. I'll show you how it works in just a second. But you can see top left there in the red boxes, it shows the average BSR, which was 76K the other day that I did this, and around 4,000 competitors. So pretty good numbers. I'll show you right now what it looks like when I click this BookBeam thing. So all I did, I went into books on Amazon and I searched DASH diet, and you can see 4,000 results. So that is pretty good. And you can see it's like a diet cookbook type of niche. So if that kind of thing interests you, definitely give this a look. And in order to look at the BookBeam numbers, I just click this green icon up here. I will link BookBeam down below so you can also get the numbers like this if you're looking to do some keyword research. But all I do is click it and it gives me the average BSR, and I literally did this 2 days ago and today it's showing 50K. Okay, so these books are selling even better. It has an even lower BSR than 2 days ago when I made the slides for this video when it was at 76K. Okay, still 4,000 results, competitors, and 50,000 BSR. Okay, so as I go through the rest of them, this BSR might change like this as well, just because it changes every single day. It changes every single 30 minutes actually on KDP. So it's always moving around, and it's not going to be super drastic, but you can see this one dropped by 20,000 today, so, or over the last 2 days, so that's pretty good. Okay, so number 4 is RV living, okay, and the average BSR for RV living is around 155K when I checked it 2 days ago. It has around 1,000 competitors, so very low, not super competitive, and you can definitely get in there and rank very well for it. Recommended reviews, I think around 10 to 20 would get you a good start and be able to run some Amazon ads and get some good social proof for your book. Why I think it's good is a solid keyword, seems new and fresh to me. Low competitors, and given that unfortunately some people will either be downsizing their homes this year because of what's going on, or looking for new ways to live after the financial crisis this past year, they could start to trend upwards, okay? Some people might be looking into RV living for the next few years. So if you're looking for a book that might start trending, this could be a good keyword to get into. And as you can see, when I checked it the other day on BookBeam, it was around 155K with around 1,000 competitors. Okay, so let's go check it right now, see if it's any different. I'm not 100% sure if it is, but you can see it still has 1,000 results. And if I click BookBeam, let's see what it gives me. 150K, so didn't change a whole lot, but yeah, 150K, like I said, is a pretty good, healthy BSR to be looking for. Only 1,000 competitors, so it's definitely a decent keyword to get into. Number 3 on this list is the Pescetarian cookbook, okay? I know it's another diet / cookbook, but these are gonna be doing pretty well moving into 2021. I think I'm gonna mention at the end here that like cookbooks or diets or anything like that in January tend to do pretty good, just because people are looking at diet, they're setting their New Year's resolutions, all that stuff. So this kind of books will do good as soon as we get into like January, February area of 2021. Okay, and the average BSR when I checked this the other day was 129K, so it's pretty good. Only 700 competitors. So 700 results show up when I search this keyword on KDP. So that is very low. Like that is not a lot of competition at all. Recommended reviews, I think 10 to 20 should get you a good start. And why I think it's good, cookbooks are always solid keywords from my experience. I have a few cookbooks and they do pretty well on Amazon. Very solid numbers, definitely bring in consistent money throughout the year. Moving into a new year, they do exceptionally well given that people set goals and want to go on diets like I was talking about. And this will do well coming into 2021. Also has low competition and a solid BSR as well, okay? Pescatarian cookbook. Pescatarian basically means you eat fish, I think, and not any other meat. Not 100% sure on that. I'm not exactly pescatarian, but I think that's what it means. You can see the numbers here. Let's go take a look what it's at now. So 675 results. And BookBeam, let's see what it says. 200K. So this thing shot up a lot. And you can see they fluctuate a little bit sometimes. But the other day when I checked it, as you can see from this screenshot here, it was 129K. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that a couple new books were added to it. Let's just see. 200K. There's one down here that is 1 million, okay? Usually BookBeam will take this out and it won't consider this because it's kind of an outlier. So if we were to take out this one that's at 1 million, the average would be a lot lower than 233K. And I think it would be more closer to like 150K like we saw before. So don't worry about that too much. I definitely think that this shouldn't be in here. Usually BookBeam takes that out for you. It's not doing it today though, okay? But anyways, that is the Pescatarian cookbook numbers. They're definitely a lot better than that I just showed. Number 2 on this list is mental toughness, okay? And this is a very solid keyword, and I know a lot of people who maybe are subscribed to me would be interested in making a book about this kind of thing, okay? The average BSR for this one is 81K when I checked it the other day, so very, very low. Competitors around 2,000, again, very, very low. Recommended reviews, I think 10 to 20 will get you off to a good start. And why I think it's good is after 2020, I'm positive there are hundreds, if not thousands, even millions of people looking to learn some self-help skills, especially in relation to mental toughness, because it's been a tough year. Rolling in 21, this can only pick up traction, okay? I think it's going to be a very good keyword moving into 2021, and it already has a very, very low average BSR with low competitors as well. So definitely a good one to get into, start looking into, and see what you think. It's definitely something that I would be interested in making a book about. I'm kind of considering making a book about it because I kind of like that kind of thing. Okay. You can see these are the BookBeam numbers from the other day. Let's see if this one is following suit with the Pescatarian one and it's way higher, but we'll see. I don't know. It might not be. Okay. So it still has 2,000 results. So very low competition. And if I click BookBeam, let's see what it gives me. 74K. So it's around 6,000 less than when I checked it the other day. So you can see it's kind of fluctuating between 80K and 70K probably. Which is very good, and it's definitely something that you can get into. And I haven't really mentioned this yet, but sometimes you want to look for and make sure there's not a whole lot of authority figures. So people with over 1,000 reviews on a book. So you can see this one has 600, which isn't too bad. Might be difficult to compete with. 700. 36 pretty low, doesn't matter. 191, a little bit higher. 710, that's the same book we looked at before. 600. So this could be a more difficult book or more difficult keyword to compete with. Even though there's low results, there's a lot of high reviewed books, and that can be difficult to compete with because obviously social proof is king, and if there's tons of people with tons of reviews, it can be kind of hard to get into that particular niche. I also saw David Goggins' ranking for this one was like 21,000. So just take that into consideration when it comes to looking into keywords and picking one that is right for you. Finally, number 1 is knot tying. Very funny keyword. I found this a long time ago. If you've been watching my videos for a while, I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to talk about it now because it's worth talking about. And the average BSR is like 63K, so it's very low. It only has like 1,000 competitors. Recommended reviews, I'd say around 20 if you can get in there. I don't think there's a lot of authority figures, but we'll take a look in a second. And I think that's because although a book about this keyword will need pictures, so knot tying, you're gonna have some pictures in there. So if you're not someone who likes putting pictures in the book, this might not be the best keyword for you. But if you don't mind hiring like an illustrator to make pictures for you, you can definitely make a book about this, maybe even use stock images, but I don't know. I've never made really a full picture book like this, but if it's something that interests you, definitely a good keyword to get into. It also has really low competition and it wouldn't need to be very long. Also, needing pictures means that a lot of people will stray away from it. So there's not gonna be a whole lot of competition because having those pictures in there is gonna make a lot of people not wanna make a book about it. So if you can get in there and make a book about it with pictures in it and make it look super professional, it's definitely something that you could use to your advantage. Here are the numbers for BookBeam. 62K, you can see, well, 63K rounded up, and around 1,000 competitors, so it's pretty good. Let's take a look at it today, see how it's doing. So still around 1,000 results, and let's click the BookBeam number, or click the BookBeam extension here. and it says 50K. So most of these ones have dropped since I checked them the other day. Usually I think when I was making this video on like a Saturday, book sales are a little bit slower on Saturdays for some reason. Mondays are pretty good, so that's why the BSRs are a little bit lower today, but pretty good. And you can see right here, we got reviews for all these books. So you can see they're not super high. These guys are all like 200 and stuff like that. But even if you had 20 to 30 reviews with good Amazon ads, a good cover, and a good book description, you could do very well in this keyword. So those are my 5 keywords that are going to be super profitable moving into the end of 2020 and rolling into 2021 and beyond. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, if you're interested in getting BookBeam, I'll link it down below. It's super helpful, and you just click it. It shows you the average BSR, shows you the competitors, shows you all the reviews right in the middle there. So it's all in one place when you search a keyword on Amazon. Okay. Also, if you're looking to learn how to do some proper keyword research and figure out how I found these keywords in the first place, because they are very profitable and you could definitely make $1,000 off royalties in like your first month with any of these keywords, very good keywords. There is a free publishing course down below in the description called Publisher Startup. I talked about it before, but if you're looking to get into publishing books, learn how to find these keywords, pick your niche, make your book, hire a ghostwriter to write it for you, all that good stuff. I talk about it in the free course down below. So make sure you sign up for that, and I'll see you in there. We have a Facebook group and all these different things. You can ask questions completely free. Okay. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure you drop a like, hit subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Try to post new videos maybe once a week. I've been doing pretty good for the past month or so, doing once a week. So hopefully I keep up with that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. But this video is effectively over, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.